Welcome to Nattys Crafts. I'm Natalie. I always do all the crafting. And today we're going to take part in Sammy's from Unicorn Dust Design, her Try It Tuesday event. And we are supposed to come up with 3 crafts that we are either duping or are inspired by other crafters on YouTube or Pinterest or wherever else you find them, and recreate those. So that's what we're doing today. I went to my local Dollar Tree and Walmart. It had my list of supplies I needed. And of course, my stores don't have my supplies. So I know I have at least one craft complete. Like I can get that one done. We'll see about the other 2. We'll see what I can come up with. So go ahead and leave a comment down below. Leave a big thumbs up for me and make sure you subscribe. Whenever you subscribe, you should hit the bell so that you know when a new video comes out. I do videos once a week. And then there's also going to be a link to Sammy's channel as well as the full playlist down below. So be sure to check those out too. And I'll tell you a little bit more about the Try It Tuesday a little bit later. But for now, let's go ahead and go take a look. So this first one is from the Crafty DIY Guy. He just had some cat toys and put them in a bowl. Great idea. So I went to find cat toys. They didn't have any. So this is what I came up with. They had some little wire balls and then this little dog toy that if it were not bright orange and yellow, I think would be kind of cute. So that's what we're going to do. Now get ready for the craft here. Are we ready? Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to cut off the plastic or the wrapping. And we're done with that one. And then we're going to do the same thing for the white one. Just cut off the tags or wrapping or whatever you want to call it. And then here's the big deal here. We're going to paint this black. And once you've painted it black, let it dry. And it looks kind of cool because it's kind of shiny and kind of a neat shape. So I like that a lot. That was it for that one, guys. Really hard. Now, the Try It Tuesday is held by Sammy from Unicorn Dust Designs every month. She does it the last Tuesday of the month. And I do wish you would go over to her channel as well as the playlist below. Next is the Crafty couple, and they made this really cool looking design there. So that's what we're going to do. Now, I didn't have the materials that they had, and again, Dollar Tree in my area sucks, so I used what I had. I had these little wooden boxes, which if I would have thought about it beforehand, they're already the correct color, but I didn't think about it, so here I go staining stuff. And the legs that I used these legs because I didn't have a smaller box to put inside the box. If you watch the Crafty Couples channel, you'll see what I mean by that. But I put these little legs on. I should have just left them the natural color because that's what I liked so much about theirs, was that it was just a natural, really light wood. And I had that, but for some reason, I thought I had to stain it. I don't know why. So anyway, it looks good though, so I'm good with it. I'm happy with it. But you can leave this just with no stain, no paint, or anything. And if you do decide to stain it, make sure you stain all sides. The bottom piece, the piece that's going to be the bottom of the, it's not a lantern, but basically that's what it is. You don't have to stain it as well or underneath, but I did anyway because I want it to look complete. So I did stain everything. And because I had to use these little drawers that have those cutouts on the side, I had to use popsicle sticks to basically cover up the cutouts. So that's what we're doing here. We're going to just glue some popsicle sticks on, or craft sticks, because these are very wide. We're going to glue those on and cover up those holes. Now, my hands were not cooperating with me this day, so I couldn't just cut them. Normally, I would just cut the craft sticks, but that wasn't going to work out this day. So I had to use a knife, and if your hands worked, you would just cut this with scissors, and it would be so easy. But not for me, not this day. So I'm going to use my knife, and that's fine. I do what I can. And then we're just going to make sure it fits the way we need it and cut both sides. And then I'm going to glue these little legs on the bottom. You wouldn't have to put legs on, but it's just that little added touch that I liked. And I'm going to use both wood glue and hot glue for this. Now, the legs,
you do not need to glue that whole side. And I don't know, I guess I was just getting glue happy here and I just wanted to just slap on a bunch of glue. But you only need enough glue to cover where it's going inside the box. And then I put a little dot of hot glue on the bottom so that it sticks right away. And then there I figure out, oh, why did I glue the whole thing? So then I had to wipe all that glue off. Then if you watch the Crafty couple, because they will walk you through what's going on here. But basically the two pieces that are holding the boxes together, I painted those black and put two of them in an L shape. And then I'm going to glue the boxes to the L shape. And again, I'm using both hot glue and wood glue. And then I end up using a stapler as well, because I also wanted to staple it down to make it very secure. And then we're going to go ahead and put the second one on. Now, how high or low you want it is completely up to you. This, make it yours, make it your craft. I just looked at it and said, yeah, that looks good. That's where I want it. So that's where I put it. I didn't measure. I have no idea. Maybe an inch or so from the top. I don't know. And again, we're going to both wood glue and hot glue. Now this part probably would have been good to measure to make sure you're in the middle, but so I'm going to staple the box to the wood, to the stakes. And these are actually fence post stakes from Home Depot. I didn't find the garden stakes at Dollar General or Walmart for that matter, so I'm using these from Home Depot. These I bought these quite a while ago to make a frame out of. Never actually made the frame, but that's okay. They're coming in handy now. And then we're just going to glue the other stake on the other side. Make sure you have the good side. And then again, wood glue and hot glue. Just putting little measurements there so I know exactly where my wood glue should stop. And then for the top piece, we're going to glue the end of that black stick. Now, it's done. I didn't show it, so I apologize for that. But I wanted something on the bottom. It was just a little bit wobbly. So I put these little felt pads at the bottom of each foot. And on one of those feet, I put 2 felt pads. And that evened it out just enough so that it was straight and even and wasn't wobbly in any way. And so we're just going to hot glue those little pads or those little felt pieces onto the bottom of the legs, which also helps to protect your surface, whatever it's going on. If it's going on glass or whatever, it'll be okay. Next is from Fenwick Daily. She made this awesome looking art piece, which I thought I would give my hand at. So I just grabbed a bunch of colors I liked, the scraper or the squeegee from Dollar Tree, a canvas. I think this was a 16 by 20 canvas, and then a Dollar Tree poster board. And I can tell you that I did both. Here is what I'm doing on the canvas. So I did the canvas first. I did the poster board second. It was definitely easier, or I don't know, better maybe isn't the right word, but I did like the one that ended up on the poster board better. So if you know anything about my channel, you know whites, grays, and blacks are my thing. And so I don't fall far from the tree here. I'm using whites, grays, and blacks. I did put a little gold in. I did put a little purple in just to try to give it a little color. And then this is in real time here. So this is real time, how slowly I did it. I think I did not put enough paint to start with, because it did not last all the way down, and it did not look nearly as cool as Liz's looked in her video. So then I go back, I do a second time, I try to drag it down a little bit more, drag some paint around. That helped a little bit. Still not what I was liking. So then I moved on to the poster board, which is, by the way, what she used in her video. She used poster board and she put it within a frame. So that's what I end up doing here. And again, just putting the paint down. This time I put the paint kind of sideways in like left to right. And then I'm going to, again, drag it down. I think this was probably real time as well, so you could see like how slowly I was trying to make it like perfect. Art is not perfect. Art is whatever you want it to be, whatever you make it. So, you know, this one I end up turning around and doing upside down, if that makes sense. And this is the one I ended up really liking, ironically. Also, perhaps because I put it in a very nice frame that I love. But there's the little stand. There are the little cat toys that are no longer cat toys, but they are decor now. And the stand and the painting, that's on the poster board. And then there is the painting that was on the canvas. These were 3 really great DIYs. I like them all. So I thank all 3 of you guys, the Crafty DIY Guy, the Crafty Couple, and Liz Fenwick Daily. Appreciate all of y'all for sharing your video so then I could share it with others. Thanks so much for stopping by Nattys Crafts. Be sure to visit the playlist down below. Visit Sammy's channel as well. All those links will be below, as well as the 3 crafters that I duped and were inspired by. All that is in the description below. Thanks so much, y'all. Y'all have a great one.